This is my offline project. It is the multiplication packet. It includes this spin group, which is here, Frogs and Lilies group, Hoops multiplication, and the Royal multiplication. Let's start with Royal multiplication. In this activity, the students lay out their castles, which have numbers in them. They lay out their crowns, which have problems. And then they proceed to find the answers. Looks like one was already found right here. 5 times 7 is 35. So they would take that, put it off to the side. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 4 is 8. And last, 2 times 6 is 36. Students then will take their information and write it down on the answer sheet. Normally there are 10 sets, as you can see here. I did not make 10 sets. In addition, they can cut out their castles more accurately. They can cut out their crowns more accurately, and as you can see, they can color them to add a little bit of color and texture. Next, we have our hoops activity, which is exactly the same thing as the multiplication, the royal multiplication. So I'm going to briefly go through this one. So as you can see, we have basketballs with problems on it, and we have hoops with answers, and once again they pick out their basketball and match it up with a hoop, and then they write it on their answer sheet. Very simple, very fun. And again, they can cut these out, as you can see. That's what I've done. I cut it out, kind of gave it a little bit of color. But they can do whatever color they want. Up next, we have the lily pads and frogs activity, which is fun. Here we have our lily pads, not cut out very well. Here we have our frogs. And what they'll do is they will roll a dice, and whatever number they get, 1 through 6, they will put out however many. First time they roll is how many lily pads they put out. So in the first activity I rolled a 2, so I put out 2 lily pads. The second number I rolled was a 3. So that is 1, 2, 3 frogs on that lily pad. 1, 2, 3 frogs on that lily pad. And then I go to the answer sheet and I write 2 groups of 3. And then I go on and I write the multiplication sentence. 2 times 3 equals 6. Lastly, in the packet, we have the spin groups, which is similar to the frogs and lilies, except that these require you to make spinners. Now mine are done, very simply. But as you can see, this spinner is the number of rows, and this spinner is the number in each rows. So a student will spin the spinner. They will put the number they get for the rows, the number they get for each row, and then the full sentence. They will then draw out a picture, my circles, and then a multiplication sentence. And that would complete that packet.